Hello and welcome to the first update for August 2020, Getting It Together. It's been a good first week and I'm enjoying these more loose challenges for this month. Let's take a look at how the first week has gone for my own goals for the month of August. First goal, no swearing for the month. While it hasn't been totally successful, I've been a lot more cognizant and aware of how often I would find myself swearing, and I'm doing pretty well at keeping it to a minimum. I'll still catch myself slipping a couple of times a day, but it's a definite improvement over what I had been doing. I'll keep it in mind and continue to work towards cutting the swearing back to zero. On to the next goal. Cleaning up my diet and limiting my calories has been a little less successful, but I'm having some success cutting back on my bad snacking choices and limiting the amount of nonsense in my diet. That's about where I expected to be for the first week. Going hard cold turkey on clean eating would likely have failed massively, so a gradual switchover is going to be the best, most sustainable route. I'm still occasionally snacking on some sweeter stuff or not eating incredibly well, but it's been maybe as much as a 25% reduction in garbage food, and I'll keep working to cut back on the garbage food intake over time. My next step is going to be reducing the amount of just generally junk food that is in my house in general and trying to add more healthy food items into my normal diet, adding more fruits and vegetables. I've had good changes occur to my breakfast each day, so next up I'm going to have to work on more shifts for my lunch options. On to goal number 3. Fixing my sleep schedule has had mixed success. I'm going to be closer to my objective time, but I'm struggling to fall asleep or stay asleep all night. That means I'm sleeping later than I wanted to and often getting up later than 6:30 a.m., which is about as late as I ever want to get up in the morning. I don't really know how to fix this. I'll probably start to take melatonin earlier in the evening and cut down on my screen time before bed. That's supposed to help keep your brain calm. As well, I might start working out earlier in the afternoon or even in the morning instead of the evening. That should keep my heart rate low and my blood flow down, which might help me sleep a little bit better. I'll have to continue working on this one, but I do enjoy waking up early in the morning, so I have a lot of incentive to do it. It's nice to wake up when the day is just starting. I feel more productive in the morning. Goal number 4. Daily workouts have been about halfway successful. I still don't like working out and I dread doing them, but I need to keep up the habit for both mental health reasons and to keep working on my physical health. I'm hoping to slowly keep adding to these workouts. I'm finding that weightlifting is still the closest thing to enjoyable that I've found for working out, so maybe upping those will help me keep at it. I will continue to try to maintain some sort of minimum workout and try to find ways to make myself keep up the habit so that I can fix some minor health issues that have arisen and continue to work towards my physical health goals. Goal number 5. So far, I've totally neglected this goal, and it's the only one that I've completely failed at so far. I'm finding myself dreading starting the project because I don't want to fail. I know that I'm interested in something as long as I'm good at it, and I quit as soon as I get stuck or frustrated. I know I'll hit some sort of mental wall in game development, especially in 2D, which I have little experience in, and I think that's what's stopping me from working very hard at it. As far as I can tell, I also have the problem that I don't really have a lot of the ideas for the game down firmly yet. It's all theory, concept, loose ideas, and I need to resolve those issues too, but that's not an excuse to ignore the project. So for the next week, my goal is going to be twofold. I want to have started the project and gotten basic player movement and interactions down with either the environment or other NPCs, and I want to have solidified most of the concepts that I have yet to pick. That way I have a firm roadmap ahead of me and I can chip away at the problems as they arise. And if I haven't done it by then I really have to consider if there's something that I actually want, or if it's just a fun idea that sounds interesting and cool, but just isn't for me. Last but not least, carrying on with daily video uploads. I've been successful so far at it, and I'm going to try to continue to do this one. It keeps you some slacking on getting through games and gives me a little hobby to work at in my off time. I still don't really know what I want out of YouTube though. I'd be lying if I said part of me didn't like the idea of making a real income off of videos, having that as a full-time job, but I also know that takes a lot more effort, and I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much then. We'll have to see. I'm going to continue to upload the videos daily for the indefinite future until I either decide to dedicate a lot more time to this to try to make this like a real career or job, or if I just lose interest in it. Overall, with this month, so far, I'm pretty happy with my goal progress with the exception of the game, but I always knew that one was going to be the hardest. I'm going to continue to working at these goals. I'm going to fix up what little issues pop up here and there, and hopefully as time goes on, try to build up some steam on these habits. Thanks for checking out this update for Getting It Together. I hope you're working to better yourself too, and I look forward to seeing you next time for next week's update in Getting It Together.